This is Apollon, the new military operator.
Поехали. Бесконечность не предел. У вас проблема.
As you may have seen, this operator has a special dashing ability that lets him jump on top of structures with his jetpack. This ability takes away this operator's dashing. Shout out to the developers for sending me all of the pieces for maxing it, but I kept it at 3 to 4 stars because on an average, he can perform really well at those levels. Keep in mind that the higher his level, the more chances of you surviving. When he's at 4 stars, you can unlock up to 9 talents for him. I personally didn't feel the need to upgrade this operator beyond 4 stars. But keep in mind that another Apollon with higher leveling or any JB with F8 could take you out instantly. And I am not talking dinner. One of his 6 talents has the ability to cause explosion when lifting off and then when landing back down. This might sound fun and useful, but it becomes extremely dangerous when you are trying to use explosives. Keep aware of where you are landing. Your C4, smart bomb, grenades and mines would blow up if this talent is installed. On the other hand, if you are close to enemies when lifting off or landing, then you could damage enemies' health significantly. I do not recommend this talent at all, because there are high chances of you killing yourself using this talent. I just played a game to test it out, and I kept blowing myself up from my own and others' explosives. The rewards of using this talent isn't as high as the problems that come with it. On the other hand, the EMP thrusters is probably one of mine and everyone else's favorite, because unlike the other talent, this one doesn't cause you to explode at every chance you get. Matter of fact, it's an EMP that eliminates any explosives nearby. It also has an ability of breaking down Chun-Li's force field, missile defense, as well as making Cher invisible. There's also the benefits of breaking down someone's loadout just as the EMP grenade would. Honestly, the only thing it can't do is taser people. My god, so many blank bullets. Depending on who you are facing, you might end up missing a lot of shots. This brings up the topic of guns, and I would suggest using anything with long-range capabilities since Apollon dies quickly in the air. It's important to keep distance from your enemies. In a lot of the gameplay, I ended up using the F8 and then switched to the Roto for some other games. I believe the Roto gun is really good, but I noticed it's more effective when you're closer to enemies and catch them by surprise. When it comes to the F8, I discovered that it provides better vision, a better view at longer ranges, and more control over your target. I struggled with the Roto gun because I couldn't see the enemies approaching. I also had difficulty landing some of my shots, but when it clicks in some of the game, then the Roto feels 10 times better than the F8. Again, you won't have as much control over your target with the Roto, and the other 2 machine guns struggle because they have lower range than the Rotogun. I think the best secondary weapon would be Injector. 9 out of 10 times you wouldn't find yourself using melee since you won't be close to people, and also I don't see a possibility of using the pistol since you might not be using shield when jumping around. So Injector could be really useful helping your teammates. It's kinda cool that you can inject from the air. Some good special weapons are the Smart Bomb, C4, grenades and maybe Adrenaline. I think it's wise to use Adrenaline just because it's not a good idea to always be in the air. Like I mentioned before, F8 can kill you easily, so when you face against JB with F8 then I would suggest staying on the ground. It's a lot easier being shot down from the air than it is when you use Adrenaline and move away. I think we're all using his dash abilities wrong. I believe the dashing ability is meant for escaping more than anything. It is extremely useful having the ability to escape by just bouncing out of the location. It is wise to find spots where you can escape from enemies by bouncing to the other side and making it difficult for them to chase you. Obviously, it is a great ability to be able to stand on top of structures and shoot down, but again, there's a level of skill that you need to master when it comes to running away from opponents when using his dash. It's an odd feeling, because you don't get as much joy out of killing as you do from escaping people. It's not easy to escape often, but when you know the map like the back of your hand, then it makes it easier to jump out of a location. It's gonna require a lot of awareness, but it's one of the most fun abilities this operator provides. Here are things that you can't do. You can't shoot people directly below you. You can't stand on top of a structure and expect your guns to be able to shoot down below. You can't shoot in smoke, and your 6th EMP thruster's talent won't help you get rid of smoke either. I do believe the 6th explosive break talent could help remove smoke. You can't hold a bag and jump with it, because if you try this, the bag would fall off instantly, which is a cool trick. At lower levels you can't stay in the air forever. You would have to get the 10th talent in order to stay in the air for longer. You can't stand on every structure or leave the map because you would get the dead sign and soon after would die if you don't leave that location. Speaking of things you can't do, if you thought of using him in zombie games, then I would advise against it, because there isn't a location that you can stand on without dying. I thought it would be wise to grab missile defense and camp out somewhere, but apparently Panzer Dog thought of everything before releasing this operator. I believe Apollon is a really fun operator. I suggest everyone trying it out to enjoy the fun of it. This guy is changing the game from here on out. For example, I can't run shotgun on cargo ship map because of this new operator. It is difficult to make kills on those maps when operators are standing on top of containers and you're holding 2 bullets. Sometimes it looks like some futuristic James Bond type fighting. It's wise to be aware of your loadouts when facing against him. When facing against Apollon, it's ideal to use JB and F8 to take him down because Apollon can't shoot as fast or as accurate as JB. On one hand, it feels like this new operator is changing the game, yet somehow he still feels balanced and not overpowered when you play him. I just maxed the operator to put on the 10th talent and see how it is, so I haven't had a chance to play him. I'll try and make more videos in the future. As of right now, the operator is really good at 4 to 4.5 stars. But again, you would struggle against higher level opponents. I don't think there's anything I would add that I wish the operator had or didn't have. It's a struggle to use your shotgun on some maps, and it feels the XL20 might finally be put to the side for other weapon. If that happens, it'll be extremely hard to play this operator when everyone you face has the F8 or snipers. This new operator is definitely going to influence people to use snipers more, and when the Doom Inject is upgraded, I would want to try it with him because that could be a really annoying combo. I really don't know what else to say. I feel the operator is well balanced. Unless you don't have a way to counter it, you might feel it's overpowered. When you play Apollon, you can feel it's really not overpowering and that you can literally die from anything. If you go up against 3 or 4 of them in one game, then it feels wild and overpowered because there will be shots coming from everywhere, and you can't even see it. If you don't have a Diana, a JB and F8, then it'll be more difficult. Shout out to the channel supporters, because you all are truly amazing. I am happy that I'm creating content to the best of my abilities, aiming to ensure all of your enjoyment. If you wish to support the channel's hobby, consider becoming a member. Additionally, let's be like the Jetpacks and skyrocket the like and the subscribe buttons. If you have any more dashes left, then please hop over to the comment and let me know what you like or dislike about playing and or facing Apollon. Thank you guys and enjoy the rest of the video.
O body da di dum. Boom 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 body da di dum. Boom 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 body da di dum dum. Boom 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 body da di 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 dum dum. Boom 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 body da di dum. Body da di dum, clap 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 clap. Boom 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 body da di dum, clap. Boom 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 body da di dum. Boom 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 body da di dum. Boom 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 body da di dum dum. Boom 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 body da di dum, clap. Boom 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 body da di dum. Boom 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 body da di dum. Boom 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 body da di dum dum. Boom 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 body da di dum. Body da di dum, clap. Boom 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 body da di dum. Boom 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 body da di dum. Boom 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 body da di dum dum. Boom 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 body da di dum, clap. Boom 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 body da di dum. Boom 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 body da di dum. Boom 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 body da di dum dum. Boom 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 body da di dum.
Gang shit, that's all I'm on.
Yo,
Gang shit, that's all I'm on.
yo,
Gang shit, that's all I'm on.
yo.
Gang shit, that's all.
I got a.
I gotta feed the streets, my pistol gon' bleed the streets. Ski mask on my face, sometimes you gotta cheat to stay ahead in this bitch. Drink surf like it's liquor. Street life, I have you catching up to God quicker. Sticker, AK-40 to your lipper. Let the chopper bang on you like a blood or a cripper. Flipper, so much bread, I'm a gymnast. Made so much money off of dummies, off of dummies.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Body Catcher, Slaughter Gang Soul Snatcher. Ain't no regular F-150, this a fucking rapper. No capper, street nigga, not a rapper. Chopper hit him and he turned into a booty clapper. Smith and Wesson, a 4L gang reppin'. We done baptized more niggas than a damn reverend. Kappa Alpha, me and my gang, we do all the steppin'. Who you checkin'? It's FN, shoot east or west end.
Проблема.
Times I survive, even die. Spoiler alert, this nigga dies.
Keep blinkies, and you know the weed sticky. My finger itchy, the Glock like the lead pickies. Your shooter iffy, a street punk can never diss me. I come straight up out the six and we don't spell six.
I fuck with her, and fuck with her, and her. I hit up her, tell her do the for sure. Voodoo curse, got him while I flew the turds. Know the dogs had to hit him where we knew it hurt.
Gang shit, that's all I'm on.
Yo,
Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Nigga, gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Nigga, gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Nigga, gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Let it bang bang, let it bang bang, till his brains hang, and his mama sing, and the pastor sing, and the bullet sing, and the chopper sing, and the choir sing.
I'm on everything. Make them charge me $450 for a tennis chain. US Open had it on us at the tennis game. Tell the coach don't take me out, I like to finish games. And my pen insane, and my men insane. There's like 80 of us now, that's a scary thing. Shit they doing on that other side embarrassing. Me in Paris with it, 100 carats with it. All this shit is for my son cause he's inheriting it.
Yeah, young Metro, I don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Nigga, gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Nigga, gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Nigga, gang shit, that's all I'm on. Gang shit, that's all I'm on. Yeah.